Teaching and Learning Cycle
by Jenna
and Bethany Sweedyk.
The Teaching and Learning Cycle is created to help model to students how to develop their writing. The Teaching Learning Cycle is divided into 4 different stages so that the students can understand and learn the importance of the writing process. In this PowerPoint, we will discuss and provide an example of each stage. To do this, we will demonstrate these stages by drawing on an animal lesson for lower elementary.
Stage 1 is called Building the Field. Have you ever had a teacher tell you to write about something you knew nothing about? This stage helps the students gather the most information they can about the topic they will be writing about, so they won't be clueless like we may have once been. Since we are starting an animal lesson, we will be taking a trip to the zoo. Each student will have an animal to focus on while on the field trip back at the classroom. The students will fill up an informational grid by jigsawing with their peers. This grid will summarize the information students gathered at the zoo. This activity will allow the students to build knowledge on the animal they are going to write about.
Stage 2 is referred to as modeling and deconstructing the genre. Imagine having your teacher tell you to write a haiku with no knowledge of poetry. Would you be able to do this? This stage focuses on the purpose and form of the particular genre the students will be using for their essay. The teacher will model what is expected of the students by reading an animal informational text from the National Geographic Kids Edition. These informational texts will provide students with a meta-language, grammatical structure, and vocabulary the students will need to use in their own writing.
Stage 3 is called Joint Construction. This is a stage where students and teachers together write a text so that the teacher can model to the students how this particular text is written. This stage is all about modeling the process of writing. During this stage, the teacher should be reminding the students about the text that they read. The teacher can help the students think about their topic more by rereading their work and asking questions such as, does anything need fixing up? Or is there anything else you learned about Arctic foxes? At the end of this stage, the teacher can create a final draft of the joint construction that the students can refer back to. This joint construction stage is very important to the teaching and learning cycle because it provides an important visual of both the process of composing text and a product of the text that they will eventually write themselves. Stage 4 is the last stage of the teaching and learning cycle. This final stage is when the students independently write. Teachers can allow students to complete this final stage independently or with a partner. The student should have a decent amount of background knowledge of the animal they are writing about and are aware of the informational writing process. During this stage, the teacher can remind the students about the writing process with ideas such as writing a first draft, editing on your own, with a partner, or with the teacher. At the end of this writing process, teachers should display students' work and provide fun ways for students' work to be acknowledged. With our animal lesson, we will encourage students to also provide a picture or visual of their animal they write about.
You may be thinking, 4 stages? How in the world am I going to find the time to do all 4 stages? And do they really matter? Well, what we have to tell you is yes, all 4 of these stages matter. Though this cycle may take longer than the actual writing product will, through these stages, students will learn how to make a quality text.
Quality over quantity, people.